right, man, you see Jalen Rose had to say what the Pistons should do, not do a knee-jerk move, continue to build around Cade and add pieces around him, which I think either or you can do. You can do a knee-jerk move and get a Devin Booker, get a big name. And the thing about that aspect of it is, big names ain't always available. So if you get opportunity, I'm just throwing names out there that might be available. Trae Young, Zion Williamson, Devin Booker. If you get opportunities to get those type of dudes, I just feel like, and they want to come here and it's obtainable. I mean, I just feel like you probably got to do it. Guys of that ilk, you probably got to do it. But check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist, thumbs the video, share, subscribe to the channel. And it's about who's available. You know what I'm saying? So once you look out here, Naz Reid will be a free agent. He said they need a stretch four. That's kind of pretty much an indictment on Tobias Harris. Because Tobias Harris just ain't doing what he's supposed to do. And you look at Naz Reid. Who started for, right now, they probably bring back Julius Randle. You know what I'm saying? So will they, pay Naz Reid and Julius Randle? Who knows? The Pistons, you can snatch Naz Reid from them. You get Naz Reid the opportunity to start. You can still do a lot of things there. Whether it's trading Tobias for Naz. Well, you wouldn't have to trade him because Naz Reid would be a free agent. So, would you pay Naz at the 4, Tobias at the 3 or something like that, or you move on from Tobias and, if you can get a Naz Reid at the 4, obviously we talked about Lauri Markkanen. He brought the name up in the clip that, they should get Lauri Markkanen. It's like, we seen how much it cost to get him. I'm huge on Lauri Markkanen. It's a good pick. A guy can rebound, a guy that can stretch it out. You got enough defense around him to do so. But on the lesser scale, you probably think about a guy like Kelly Olynyk. Bringing Kelly Olynyk back with score, escape, dribble, shoot. Pretty much what you're missing to go with Isaiah Stewart and Jalen Duren, but that's another video for another day. So, yeah, I still think getting a guy like, I got so much dog hair on my leg, it's crazy. I think going out there getting a guy like Lauri Markkanen is a knee-jerk move, too, because what they were talking about, how much it would take for you to get him, is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But I think if you get a guy like Naz Reid, I think he defends a little bit better than Lauri Markkanen. And, he can defend multiple positions. We seen him switch to stay in front of guard. I think he fits the culture. I know we got into it with him in Minnesota, but I think he fits the culture. I think a guy that went undrafted, a grinder, grit, scrappy guy that can guard multiple positions in small lineups, can play the 5, athletic enough to play the 3, can shoot it. I think that's the course of action you go, because if you can get him, let's say you did want to add an additional piece, a major piece, you can do so. A lot of this ain't etched in stone. Only thing that's etched in stone is Cade and probably Duren. That's it. Everything around them, is movable. You know what I'm saying? Now, would you trade Ivy? It's probably gonna be hard to trade Ivy coming off an injury. Guys, people gonna want to see, want to see a nice sample size of him coming back. So he's probably off the table. He may or may not get traded, or could get traded. But when you're talking about, trying to convince Matt Sheba to trade Devin Booker here, I absolutely would make that knee-jerk move because, I heard people say, well, he's not a difference maker, and Cade's a difference maker. Cade's that guy on the team. But I believe him and Booker will play very, very well together because they are pretty much the same player, to be honest. Booker's a willing defender. Booker can handle the ball, distribute the ball. He can play off the ball, catch and shoot. He can post. He can kill the mid-range. He can finish at the rim. It's a lot that you can do with those guys. And unfortunately, you may have to give up an Ivy. You may have to give up a Ron or a Sar Thompson. I'm willing to do it. If I feel like I can somehow get Kelly Olynyk back, and to get Kelly Olynyk, I can get Naz Reid. I wouldn't mind kind of throwing Isaiah Stewart in there. I don't want to. But if they want to steal a Sar or Ron Hollins, and I've already said I would trade a Sar, and I've already spoken my piece on that. It doesn't matter to me, but I just think Ron Hollins has a better potential of shooting the ball and being a more complete basketball player on the offensive end. But I would say a Sar, Stewart, and Ivy, and maybe a couple picks in the future. I would do that. I would say I got Book, I got Cade, I keep Schroeder, I find a way to keep Beasley. I try to find a guy like Kelly Olynyk to go with, the change of pace guy with Jalen Duren behind him. I try to see if I can get Naz Reid. Keep Sasser and some of them guys off the bench, and then I think it's a different roster. I think on paper it's a better roster, but I think Devin Booker's ability to play with or without the ball is just the difference maker. I think a guy like Naz Reid, he's just a better player than Tobias Harris. And I think you still keep Ron Hollins in the fold. You know what I'm saying? I think I would keep Tim Hardaway Jr. here. I don't think any of these dudes like Tim Hardaway Jr., he ain't going to break the bank, I don't believe. I think Beasley might get kind of expensive, a little bit expensive, but I mean, as long as it ain't nothing too extreme, I keep them guys together. I add a Nas. I try to find a Kelly Olynyk guy to go behind, Duren. If I can keep Stewart in the trade, I would keep Stewart, but I still going to add a Kelly Olynyk type of guy there. But that would be my course of action. And quite frankly, I'd be like, hey, look here, man, Naz Reid, you can come in here and start right now. Well, obviously, if you can keep Stu and trade Tobias Harris there, you probably have to trade Tobias to make the cap work in that deal. But if I can get Nas to back and get Nas to fill in, you got better, I believe. Nas, Duren, whoever you want to play at the 3, you want to keep Tim Hardaway there for shooting purposes. But with Nas, Cade, and Booker, I mean, really, you can start Ron Hollins at that point, to be honest. Bring Tim off the bench. You can start Ron Hollins or if you keep Asar, you can start one of them. Me personally, I keep Ron Hollins. I think his potential is a lot higher than Asar Thompson. I know a lot of people may disagree with me. I just see the way he shoots the ball. He got more shooting potential, in my opinion. He got more shooting potential, but, me personally, I'll just side with Ron. I think his ability to be a little bit taller, still growing, he give you time at the 3 and the 4. I think that's a little bit of difference. I think next year you go Nas, Duren, Hollins, Cade, Booker. I think it's beautiful. Everybody's a defender out there too. Nobody is really, if Ron Hollins just if he can shoot better, nobody's really a weakling shooting either. But you can get away with that. Well, Duren is still out there, but I don't expect him to shoot the ball. But yeah, that's what I roll with, man. Just my humble opinion on things. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Hit the link in the description. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, wherever else I'm producing content. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.